Hi and welcome again to the MQW Driving School YouTube channel. This time the video is about Wakefield Driving Test Route, Wakefield Driving Test Center, doing the mock test with one of the client, taking the car out from the driving test center, taking a right turning, count as a giveaway, then taking a left turning from the exit point, and then immediate right turning into the first street. Careful for the pedestrian in case, but you done it very well, that you stop the car for them to go in a safe location like on the pavement, and then you decided to make a turn. So that was a good move. So end of this road, taking a right turning, it is like a way to go out of the test center. Everybody have to use this route to go in and out. It's a business park, lot of lorry, truck, buses, vans go in and out of the business park. So whenever you taking left and right on this business park, very careful from the lorries, because lorry can be your blind spot and somebody can hiding behind the lorries like cycle, motorbikes and other cars. So if you see the lorry, take your time, don't rush. Now end of this road, we're taking a right turning. That is what we ask you to do it. It's a giveaway junction, proper mirror signal for the right turning. You're going a little bit towards the busy road, so very careful whenever you take the car out of this junction, and always look left and right properly when you join. Now we're approaching to the roundabout. That's a photo on the roundabout. We're taking a right turning, third exit. Your signal was late on this roundabout, and when it got cancelled, you forget to give it again. So that was your minor mistake, just because you done the signal late and then halfway in the middle of the roundabout while taking a right turning, your signal got cancelled, but you forget to give it again. So make sure, give the right signal, halfway it cancel, then do it again right signal, and now mirror signal left and take your exit. Now this is one of the favorite hot spot in the start of the test, that they can ask you to do some moving and stopping. So we done the same. So as there is no painted line on the left, no double yellow, double red or any zigzags, so that's why easy to stop and big enough for you to stop and others to keep on moving, so no disturbance to others. So the exercise is called moving and stopping exercise. They give this exercise to everybody who do the driving test about 4 to 5 times on different scenarios, different variations like uphill, angle move off, level move off. 3 is must. Then you're approaching another roundabout soon. So in this roundabout, you're taking a left turning, second exit, or you can say cross the roundabout, second exit, because first one is technically going to the hotel parking. So first one exit to the left for the hotel, and this is your second exit. So cross the roundabout, second exit, or go left of the roundabout, first exit, and then keep left. So when actually the sat nav say you to keep left, you started giving the left signal straight away by thinking you're going left somewhere. So just remember, you are crossing the roundabout, second exit, so no signal or signal after the number 1 exit, then keep left. So you're going to take a left turning, so it's like a double information. Then you have to keep right. So this is the best time for you to change the lane into the right, because you have to keep right. So it's like a double lane changes, so it's better you listen them early as possible and keep right. Now both lanes are going right. You do not have to take the right for the lane to go right. You can stay to the left lane, because left lane is also going right. So legally you did not done anything wrong here, so that's why it's not a mistake. But advice, if you're taking right turning, remember both lanes are going right. So keep the one from the left, because when you stay on the left lane to go right, you will end up in the left lane. Then there will be no change. Now the worry point is, if you go right and this car is also on your left shoulder and both are going in the same place, then you guys have to emerge on this way, because 2 lanes becoming 1, then somebody can be on your shoulder and this arrow say go back to the left. What if you forget to look on the left? So advice is stay left from the beginning when you're taking a right turning. Now that's a 40-mile speed limit road. You must try to make a good progress on this road. Try not to drive slow, or not making a good progress is not good. You also get the minor mistake if you drive slow without a reason. Changing to 30 mile per hour speed number now. So what do you expect? Going residential area. So look for the more hazards on the way. So when you travel on the residential streets, you always have to be careful for parked cars. They can move off anytime soon. You done it very well that you seen that keep clear sign and you stop very nicely for the keep clear. So that's a good. It's like an impression that you're telling the examiner with your actions that you are full attentive about your test and you're not losing your concentration or you're not nervous. So that was a good thing you done it. So when you take this right turning, luckily there was nobody coming from the front. So your decision to take right was so easy that when the light is green, you go a little bit in the middle and you took the right turning. But later on, why you failed the driving test, this one, is because you take the right turning on the traffic light and then you did not stop for the other car. So keep watching. We'll show you the junction where you failed this test and then you will get the idea that what happened. So there were a lot of left and right turning. There was a very tight streets as well where you require the meeting traffic situations. But good thing it was a lot of left and right with a sat nav, so it wasn't so hard. The traffic was quiet, the street was very quiet, and as I said, there were a lot of doing moving and stopping exercises. So again, this is another good opportunity to do the moving and stopping exercise in a smaller road. So your moving and stopping was not a mistake. So you stop it nicely, you moved off nicely. So that was all okay. So keep your moving and stopping in the same order. Just always look properly before you stop and look properly before you move, especially the blind spots. Passing the parked car with the distance, that was also okay for you. Clearance was not the issue, and you was looking right when you moving right, and you was looking left when you moving back to the left, which is a direction check. That part was also okay. Maneuvering in the street, passing the parked car was a good action, so all was okay. Another moving and stopping in a good location, but this time moving at angle exercise. So remember, one is inclined uphill, which may be the first one in the start of the test. Then last one with narrow road on angle, and this one before the car, so you can move at angle exercise. So it's like a three moving and stopping already have been done. So now you expect another three, maybe more. Six is enough in one test in 30 to 40 minutes of the driving, or 38 to 40 minutes of the driving. Whenever you go for the driving test, you always can calculate like that how many I have done so far and how many I got the more chances. There's a lot of ways they can do the maneuver in the test, like bay parking, it can be parallel parking, or it can be pull up on the right hand side exercise. So we decided to give you the pull up on the right side exercise in a nice area, but again, is randomly choose. It's nothing to do with your driving, that you're driving very good, that's why we're giving you this, or you're driving very bad and that's why we're giving you the hard one. It's a bit random. Every route have different scenarios to choose from, so that is why there's no fix. So now we're going for the exercise, pull up on the right hand side, anywhere safe, and we can do 2 car length reverse exercise. So again, as I said, it's by luck. This is a street. We got a nice location where we can do pull up on the right easily and reverse two car, or we maybe find a very good car on the left with no hazard around and enough to do parallel parking, and then maybe parallel parking exercise. Same locations, it can be very nice and quiet, can be your emergency brake exercise as well. Now, you done the good thing that you seen the car coming from your front, and because it's close to you, narrow road, so you stop nicely, and because the car give the signal, so maybe it's going one of the house entrance. So you done it very nice. Your speed was very zero. If you look on the screen right now, your speed was totally zero. So that was good. Very slow moving car, reversing two car length. And then move off when you're ready, like normal. And straight away after you move off, you end up in the little bit meeting situation, but the car was not coming forward anymore, so went all okay. Going through the bends, good observation on the bends. Approaching to the T junction, lines are a bit faded, but you have to recognize where my lines are. If there is no line, still remember you can't go straight, it's your T junction. So taking a right turning. Whenever is end of the road, sat nav say end of the road, turn left or turn right. So think about the word end of the road. Examiner use the same word, end of the road. So end of the road is your T junction. You only have two choice, left or right. And when you joining the dual carriage or something, then you got the blue sign. The blue sign is telling you is a dual carriage and you have to go one direction, maybe left or maybe right. Okay, so that is why is one of the easiest way of the junction. Some junctions are very busy. So again, try do not rush and take your time. So that was a good decision to take the car out, no rushing. Well done for that. Again, residential area, nice and quiet, looking for the hazard, passing the park car with a nice distance clearance. All done well. Cycle lane, do not drive in a cycle lane without any reason. You was in a very center of your own driving lane, not on the cycle lane. So that was good as well. Well done. So far, you was not fail. Few minor, but everything was going fine so far. Again, end of the road, T junction, taking a right turning. It's very wide, that's why position should be right. You done it well that you keep the position on the right. Same thing we normally do, and at the end of the one-way street, when you take the right, you stay fully on the right side on the double giveaway line. So that was good. So there were a lot of 20-mile and 30-mile road speed limits here in the Wakefield Test Center, and you driving a lot of time in a residential area. And because when you're taking a lot of left and rights like that, majority of the time it will be on the sat nav driving. Otherwise, it's so confusion for the examiner to keep saying left right so many times. So technically, whenever you use the sat nav driving, there will be a lot of left and rights, like you can say cutting down the straight driving, so a lot of left and right. And when is a test route with the follow the sign driving, then that kind of situation you stay on the main road more, because main road come with the traffic signs, and that's where you follow the traffic signs. If they ever say please park up on the left side anywhere safe, and you see the school's exact line, so what they expected from you, that you will wait for the zigzag line to finish, then you see there is no double yellow double red lines, and then you find it. Okay, I'm just telling you as a um, like a tip for the driving test. This time of course the examiner did not say you to do any moving and stopping, but that's the thing I need to tell other learners, that if they say park anywhere safe, then you have to wait for the lines to finish, then find the safe place to do it. So again, it was a T junction, taking a right turning. Speed humps, go center of the speed humps. You done it very well. That you was with center of the speed humps, so that was good. Again, your choice of the speed was okay for this time. Again, if the road is 30 and the condition of the road is not so great to drive on 30, especially you got traffic calming measures like a speed humps, then think about the best choice of your speed and drive appropriately according to the road condition and traffic condition. It was a bit tight left turning, so you done it very well that you slowed down the car enough to make a nice turning because there was a very bad visibility on the bends and it is a meeting traffic situation at the same time. Double yellow line, same situation. If they say park anywhere safe, wait for the double yellow lines to finish, then find something safe and then you will park up. So same scenarios, you think about it, safe, convenient and legal places before you want to stop the car. So you done it very well that when they say please park up anywhere safe, you waited for the double yellow lines to finish and then when there is no line, then you decided to park up. So that is what I was trying to explain you in the video. That is your choice. So think about legal, safe and convenient place. No rush. Some some occasions you were trying to park the car so close to the left near the curb. But remember you are allowed to keep at least 6 to 12 inch easily with the curb and the tire because in case you have to maneuver your steering wheel like moving at angle situations, then your tire need a room to make a movement. So do not have to be too close to the curb. Anything reasonable close to the curb. Now slowly we're getting towards the junction where we're going to show you that where you got fail. Now look on the front. If you go straight is a dead end, but legally you're allowed to go straight. But it was a right turning because going straight was a dead end. Now in the future, if you go to the any test center around the UK driving test centers, there may be a place where going straight is no entry and there is a street going on the right. So that's called next available right because going straight is no entry. So sometimes you have to use your own senses, which you have learned from the theory test. That if you going straight and straight show you no entry, then you will not enter into the no entry. You have to take the next available road on the left or right. That can be the trick on the driving test. So always careful. So again T junctions. So you have done a lot of T junctions, lot of left turns and T junctions. There was few right turnings as well, but lot of time it was a left turning and T junction. Again, sometimes we do not create any route. It's just about we have used the postcode to take you to the location to location, and sometimes the sat nav decide to choose the good way to go from here and there. Again, all the test routes, all the mock test, they're just examples to run you through the area. Driving practice in the area, like examples. All streets in the UK for 20 and 30 all are same. Doesn't matter which road, which street. You just have to see the 20 mile, the 30 miles, the residential area, the build up area, the hazards. Like now, some uphill, some downhill. Now, going downhill again, the main thing was keep controlling your speed because there was a chance to go higher the number. Again, if they want us to do any moving and stopping, doing the moving and stopping in downhill another variation. So that's also possible. And same route, if you do opposite up the hill, then yes, moving up the hill, stopping is the part of the test. You kept it very well with your speed in downhill, so well done for that because it was a 10% or 20% was going downhill, so it's very steep down. If you do not control the car in your speed, you will be definitely can fail here by going over the speed limit. So that was a trick. So it was all straight driving. There is nothing too much to do. Just focus on your speed, your rules, your regulation. Look for the meeting traffic situations. So this portion I counted is not too hard on your level, especially like your ability and experience was good to handle all this situation, and you're already driving from last good 20-25 minutes already, or 30 minutes. So you already have proved that 20-30 roads, maintaining the speed limits and stuff is not too hard for you. Again, because you're going towards the speed humps, speed was fine, you're going up the hill, getting towards the junction soon. The good news is you are still pass. Until here, no mistake. There are minor mistakes, but there's no serious and danger so far. So till here, you was pass. So see, it's not like you done everything wrong and you go fail. It's just always about one thing people do wrong, they get fail. It's always about good test, everything going very well, and then majority of the time at the end of the test, after spending good 30 minutes of the driving, that is the time where people start losing concentration. And the last 10 minutes, there is a more chances for them to do the mistake. Whether they do very early in the test because of the nerves in the start of the test, or they do at the almost on the end time more because they are losing concentration. Driving quietly without talking for 30 to 40 minutes, sometimes people cannot handle it because they are too used to talk and drive with their instructors, like talking and driving and creating a what you call comfortable environment in the car, which make them comfortable and concentrate. Or sometimes instructor is helping you all the time what to do, and this time nobody is helping you what to do, and you are not used to that situation. So try to drive the car without talking to your instructor much, quietly, independently, without their help, because that is what you are preparing for your real test. No talking, concentration, and driving. So best way is called commentary drive. So talk and drive, or see the scenario, make a command and drive. But I can see some people like to talk too much with the instructor, and they have to do different driving on the test day, and they are not used to for that situation. So always prepare yourself what is going to be expected on the real day. So now, important part, where you got fail. So now we actually reach the place where you got fail. So first mistake you're gonna do when you're going to stop the car on the traffic light, like after this lorry and cars will move, the light staying green for a short time. So when you move the car and the light back changing back to red, because you moved up so slowly and then light change. So good thing you stop, but because of the downhill, you did not stop on the red solid line. Like now you stop on the solid line, then something happened. You keep on crawling and stop on the silver studs. So technically you already crossed the solid line. I was about to say something, should I give you minor or major? So, but you stopped. Otherwise, I would have pressed the brake and stop you because you was crossing the red light. Again, let's say we give you minor here. But what happened after that? Look on the front is a traffic light. Crossroad right turning, known as crossing. So your duty was when the light show you green on the front, because back light you already crossed it. You can't see the first traffic light because you already passed the first traffic light. Solid line you already passed. You can't see the pillar anymore. So how you know the light is green? Thanks, there is another light on the front which telling you is green or not. Otherwise, you don't know what to move, when to move. So let's say here, when the light show you green, your duty was to go halfway in the middle and wait for the front cars. The two front white cars. So what happened? You gone forward, but you was hesitating and you did not stop the car coming from your front. This learner car, and the learner car have to stop for you. That is where you got fail. It was your duty to stop, and they got the priority to turn first, not you. So you cross before they're turning. So turning people do the turn first, then you cross the road, which is a right turning. That is where you fail your driving test. Anything before that, it was a minor mistakes, Again, rolling down from the solid line from the traffic light can be serious, but both things happen at the same time. So technically, right turning, crossing, and crossing the solid line both can be your serious mistake. So that is actually where the driving test got failed. So I know when you said that I don't know what happened, where I did wrong, where I go fail, I don't know. That is why we decided to upload this video so you can see your video and understand your mistake, so you will not do this next time anywhere in your driving, anywhere in the world or anywhere in the UK. That once you know the lights, so remember the rule of crossing, who's turning. So now on the way back to the center, you again did not done anything wrong. So that was the only one mistake which made you fail. Overall, your driving was good, very nice, very patient. So you done it, very good driving. Now you're approaching to the roundabout. Again, this is your another serious mistake, that you picked the wrong lane to go straight, and now you're changing the lane in the middle of the road, but you was already failed. Otherwise, this is also wrong. So arrows say the both lanes are going straight. So legally you was okay. But remember, in the start of the test, when two lane was going right and you picked the right lane instead of the left one, you almost done the same thing. Both lane was going straight. Again you picked the right one instead of the left one. And then you thought I can go back again to the left after a little while. So it's like a habit. So try to use the first available lane which can start from the left and it finish to the left. So what happened? Initially both arrow was going straight. And then halfway in the middle, now the arrow is showing that right is going right and left is going straight. So now you're in the wrong place. So you decided to use that lane to go straight, instead it was telling you to go right. And later on you decided mirror signal to go back to the left. What if somebody on your left shoulder already coming straight? That means you done something wrong. So that is also your serious mistake, but because you already have failed on the traffic light, so there's no point saying you failed twice. So let's say if you did not done anything wrong with the traffic light at the back and still pass, and now you done something wrong on the roundabout, that is also a fail. So these also count as your serious mistake, that you're not picking the road marking properly and you're not following the rules properly and you put yourself a little bit in danger. Any driving test you do, more likely in the UK, the majority of the test routes are designed in a way that you must drive 20 road, 30 road, and some 40 road, which can be single carriage, dual carriage. So this time you've done single carriage 40 as well, and now you're doing the dual carriage also as well. So that is how they test you, like small speed 20, medium 30, and the high speed. High speed can be 40, 50, 60, national limit can be anything. Then one maneuver, independent driving for 20 minutes, show me tell me question, emergency brake maybe, and drive 30 to 40 minutes with different road condition and traffic condition. So that is why it's not about the test routes. It's just typically you have to follow all the scenarios and then about 4, 5, 6 times moving and stopping. This time you pick the right lane. Look now. We was going straight. Second exit, Wakefield. This lane is going straight. Left is going left only. So now imagine both lanes are going straight. The one you are in and one on the right. But now this one going to be the best one for you because you started from the left and you're going to end up to the left. So this roundabout you done it well. You started from the left, now you're already on the left and you will leave on the left also. So that is the safest thing you have done. So in the last roundabout you pick the middle lane to go straight and don't want to use the left one. And then halfway to the right, then you have to come back to the left lane, which can cause another problem in the future. So this is why always try to use the left lane to go straight ahead all the time. So this slip road you done it well, that the light was green but you looking on the right and then joining up. Remember there's a hash line. So you have the separate lane to keep on moving. Now this is the time to go backward. Now we're going straight to the roundabout. first exit. Because there's nothing on the left, that's why it's called straight cross first exit. And then next roundabout you will take the left turning first exit, because next roundabout have 3 exits. This is the same way you started your test from. It was the same 2 roundabouts you started the test from, but now you're coming from the opposite way to go back to the center. So this is the end of the test. We're just gonna head back to the test center now. As I said, there was a lot of good driving. You done a lot of things good. Let's say you done 30 minutes good, and just last 10 minutes you did some mistake. One with the traffic light and one on the roundabout picking the wrong lines. So that was the 2 main places where you did wrong. And both of the time is all about awareness and planning. If you look ahead well, get things in your awareness, plan early, and then be prepared for the good and bad, like anticipate the problems as it. It's called your LADA routine. Look, assess, decide, and action. LADA. Repeat, LADA. LADA. That's called awareness and planning. Look for the road sign, road marking. Keep things under your awareness. Make a good plan in a good timing. Then you always know what to do. When you leave things for the last minute, lose your concentration, do not observe well, that is where the chance to do things wrong. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we will come again next time with a different video, maybe different test centers. So thank you for watching.